It's the final few seconds before the lights go out, and the race to the podium begins. You know this battle will be won off the track as well as on it. You've studied your tactics, anticipated every move like a grandmaster. You've researched and analysed, modified and fine-tuned to perfection. You have honed your instincts to give you an edge over your rivals. Your drivers focused, your team ready. The championship in the balance. First past the checkered flag, the goal. Epic victory or ultimate failure. There is only a heartbeat between them. MotorSport Manager. Take control.
Right, welcome back to Snail Pace Racing, the last race of the season, would you believe? The season's seemed to have gone quick. And we are at Rio de Janeiro, and we might as well just leave for there. Now, see if there's any parts to go on. I don't believe there is. I think we're nearly fully done with all our parts. Yeah, we can't give Charlie anything better than that. No, that's it. It's the best parts we can fit. It's dangerous. No, just make the most of what's left of this season and look forward to next. We haven't actually got any really super parts or parts made for next year. We just sort of ran out of time and money. Never mind. Let's head for the hills, or rather head for Rio. Round 13, that's unlucky for some. I hope it isn't unlucky for us. Don't really want both cars out. Next season I'm keeping the same drivers. I'm going to keep the same crew. And we're just trying to improve slightly. It is going to be a case of gradual improvement. I think what we need to do is improve on one thing, and one thing only, get it up to absolute maximum. Most probably, depending on what we're allowed to, update engine or gearbox. I would have thought give you most bangs for your bucks. Well, they should do the costs of them. And because it's not engine, it's motor. And remember, this is an all-electric series. And I think Charles is getting close to having to come in for a drive or two. We may well give him a couple of drives this year, or next year. His feedback's good. Tell you what, we'll give him a quick out on there, and he can give us his feedback in number one car. Give him his head for once. I'm not going to race him, of course. Let's see what's got here. Rio track A. That's Rio track C. I'll be muttering a bit whilst I try and find my way through here. Rio track B. Rio track A. There we are. That looks okay. Yeah. The better tyre, or the longer lasting tyre. Don't really want to have to use those. Oh, unless it's very few laps in this race, and I cannot remember how many laps there was. A little bit of a tickle in my throat, which is not building so well for the right start of the session, is it? I did put the right one in there, didn't I? Let's make certain, because I'd hate to have put the wrong one in. Right, they can go off now and have a go. He's already on super softs. It's the hardest tyre we can use. No rain in the foreseeable future. So let's rock and roll them. I'll be doing my normal thing. I'll be doing full practice, one lap at a time until we get the handling just about right, or set up just about right. Then we go for, once we've got race trim done, we then go for qualifying trim. I can't remember which way around this track goes. What was that? Clock or anti-clock? That tells me anti-clock. Turn up. Full bore. This would give Wirtz his, his chance to say what he thinks. Give him a proper run out. Only for practice. He's another one of these young go-getters, so he will be coming in fairly soon, I would have thought, for one of the other drivers, I'm not certain which, must be after next season. Well, not so bad, good start. Just put the other one in, and that should be the setup. We'll just increase the difference here very slightly, just so we can actually see better how far it is. Right, give him another lap. Oh, and Leclerc's already got this, half his setup done, or a third of his setup done. His handling's spot on. Where is he? This one. So I need to bring handling back. Now I seem to think we want to go a little bit further that way. Well, I want to bring that in a bit closer to. Well, we'll try that. See what happens with that. It will tell us anyway which way round we've got to go. They're already getting some good sectors here. Well, they're bound to it. First one to get round to Apt. Looks like he's going to be there for taking. Taking a long time to set this up. We want to have the knowledge with about 12 minutes to go, but that should just give us time to do qualifying. Qualifying won't take long to get set up. Oh, we've gone the wrong way on this one. A long way the wrong way. We're quite close. Downfalls, and in fact I think, therefore I am, that possibly wants to come in there, but these both a long way out, and he wants to go shorten the gear a bit. Now let's see what it looks like. We'll go with that, see what happens. Another single lap for him. He's getting a lot of single laps done. Oh, it looks like we're lost. Yeah, we lost the handling. He wants to go that way a bit. But also lost the speed balance. We went the wrong way on speed balance. Oh, wrong one. Just bring that in a bit more. We'll try that. You also have to go for one because we've gone the wrong way on both the setups. But we've got the first level of knowledge anyway. But we're already wasted rather a lot of time getting this far. Next season it will be far more important that we get this done a bit quicker, because there's more track time actually going for it. Looks like it's going to be no rain. And with wonderful not to put in a lap. We are the only team not to put in a single lap yet. But that's why, so we can do this. 98 here do fine, right, send him straight out. For 4 laps, straight off. And if this is around 98, which it is, I'm not going to touch that anymore. He can also go out and get 4 laps done straight off. Be less than 4 if should get perfect knowledge on both track and tyres before then, but going to be a maximum of 4 laps, shall we say. We'll just watch work, see what he looks like. So we're up to level 2 already. And I know going for it. No, that's got to be green all the way through on this first bit. Because it is their best lap this year on this track. Look like a track that's going to heat the tyres a lot. And how we're doing now. The Verts is up to 16. Not going to get much better than that, and we're there, so we'll bring them both in. So, this is what if I find where my cursor's got to. We have now got proper track knowledge. Verts is doing better than Leclerc. That's quite interesting. It means that Verts could well be a better driver. Watch out, Leclerc. That will please Stu. He loves it when I fire something. Makes his day. Qualifying trim. 3 laps, maximum we can do. Tyre choice will be going on to ultra softs. This is just so we hopefully get a good position on the grid. But this is just to try and make grid position now. We did get that right, didn't we? Yeah, qualified 3 laps yet. We'll watch Leclerc run for a short while. See, about 9.5 minutes to go. Should have time to get this done. What I can never quite understand is the weight of Verts and Norris are very different. So you can't really set the car up for a driver unless your driving style and your weight is identical. But there. Leclerc is liking the qualifying trim better than the race trim. Let's have a look at Verts now. He's not doing quite so well at the moment. Right. Got tied up behind someone. Oh, he's improved though, up to 15th. Oh, it's dropped back down to 16. None of that makes any difference in practice. The test will come at qualifying. And we've got to level 2 on knowledge. We're going to make level 3. And they're both coming in, so we have to send them both out again. Same tyres, they're not worn out yet. Because they're going to want at least 2 sets, possibly 3 sets for the qualifying, I would have thought. We'll up to 3 laps again. Oh, I don't want to load setup, cancel that. Stints, you fool. And there they both go out again. I get time, I get one flying lap in, I would have thought. But they've got to have the knowledge before then. Because with worn tyres, it's not going to make too much difference now. They're not going to get the best times. So best times come really your first flying lap after putting new tyres on. And we're in the final minute now. They might get a second flying lap in. But that makes no odds at all. Oh, Leclerc's got another one in. But he's finished. Looks like it's the same old teams near the top, which is what one would expect. Not really worried about that. We have a see if we get mentioned here. Oh, someone's rather excited. I don't want to be standing next to some of those fans. They get too excited. Oh, I know qualifying is going to be wet. We need to bother to go out on the tyres, but I might get dry before the end. But what we will do is qualifying trim ultra soft, qualifying trim super overtake mode. You know, Lando's back in the car now. There's nothing we can do there. We'll simulate the session. Someone's gone out on wets, full wets. That's a looks like we should have done. Gonna get one chance on dries. Let's see how we go there. Best not to mention it, I think. Leclerc 20th, Norris 23rd. Norris's days might be numbered, but he's a pay driver, which does mean you tend to keep him a bit. Because you get a certain amount of money every time he races. Well, I thought so. I don't know. There's a little bit of Bert's here, but I missed it. I'm not surprised if you paint your bedroom in all car colours. Right, now down to the race. The main event of the day. I'll do as I normally do. I will run to just before, about the time we've got to decide a new car, and I'll stop there and we'll do all that next time out. Right, race trim, super soft, so I'm not going for ultras. Race trim, and I think we go just straight for super softs on both. I don't think we can afford to go with those tyres. 53 lap, grief no. We're going to have 2 stops anyway. We're not going to get much more than 23 laps out of there. Here, 2 stops on each. What does the weather look like? Weather looks fine at the moment. Right, there's no full stops in this. Well, remember this is electric charge actually. And we hope I can stop them from introducing that, because it's going to make Matt's a bit iffy. Now, he may just get away. He's going to have to do 27 laps first stint. It's going to be touch and go. I might have to push that as long as we can. Alright, driver strategy. Normal strategy. Attack. High. Attack. High. Let's see what everybody else is using for once. We get down to 8 before you get someone on the harder tyres, the super softs. And everybody, Yamamoto I wouldn't be starting on ultras that far back. Pick is. Well, I'm not surprised he's a no-hoper. So Sandy will probably beat us. Oh, right. That way, isn't it? Who's in front? Oh, Leclerc's in front, so we've watched Leclerc for a start off. Next year I'm changing the colour of the car very slightly. I'm keeping the same shade of yellow, but I'm darkening the green quite a bit to near a British racing green. Come on, Leclerc, you got up to, well, you were up to 15, but you dropped back again there. Now we better just knock back the fuel there. All the tyre temperatures, but we'll have to knock it back some more. Oh, Leclerc's not doing bad, is he? Well, he's starting to drop back now. Norris seems to be having a little bit of an issue back even further down the field. I think it's the first 10 score, and I can never remember. I play one or two different championships, and I can't remember which is which. I think this is top 10 score. So that means we're both out the points at the moment, both drivers. And we'll keep the tyres just edged into the red zone at the top. Make maximum stickiness. We know that almost, well, all the ones on Ultra is going to stop before we do. Leclerc has very good tyre wear. He may get a bit more than, he may get, so one stop, and I think if they go out again on Ultras, they'll be getting well through wearing the second set out before he has to come in first time. That's what I'm aiming for. Knock the tyres back again and keep an eye on the power usage. It looks like Leclerc settled in 17th quite well. Norris got up to 19th. Now this is the problem when they hit the blast button for the extra charge. Yes, so we do the same sort of off-season, one episode of the off-season, explaining why we're doing things, if I can. I want to improve our headquarters as well this off-season. Just put a bit more pressure on the tyres again, and we're just about ready to shut the power usage down. That's it. Right, we'll sit there for a little while and just watch the tyres, I suppose. Well, Leclerc could well lose another place. Jarvis, we always have a fight with Jarvis. Well, if he's got a Red Bull, that's not surprising. They keep away. Let's see what he actually is. Yes, he is a Red Bull Mugen. Very even with his own tyre use by the looks of it. And look at the PK and Davidson are already over halfway through their tyres. And Leclerc is drop back from Norris. That's not unusual. Norris. From Jarvis. Jarvis does that. He goes well and he has to pit, which normally means we can catch him up again. But Norris has got in front. This is the real battle in this race. It's between the teammates. Oh, I don't like the way Turvey's coming up now, and Turvey's passed both of us. Oh dear. Yes, quite a tight battle for 18th place. Oh, hello, someone else is joining in. Prince, good driver in real life, very good driver. And in real life, at the time I record this, we've just come to the... we've just had the penultimate round. We've got the double header at in, I think, New York coming up. Well, probably by the time we see this, it's already taken place. Just what I watched it the other day, the weekend. I'm rather busy at the moment watching stuff. Yeah, look, they're pitting there. Pit will come into pit now. Hopefully, they'll be stuck in the pits for some time. Oh, well, let's have a look at Norris now. He's gone in front of the two. Yes, I got the Women's World Football Cup. I'm watching, supporting England, of course. I just watched the what was it, the Netherlands Japan last 16 match, and Japan were very unlucky. But then again, that's different sport. Let's get back to this one. Oh, back to knock the tyres back again. 42 and 45% of the tyres left. Actually, at point counts to about 34% of usable tyre, and about 38% of usable tyre left. Now, most of them are coming for the first stop. Now, Briscoe is very easy on his tyres. He hasn't come in yet, and he's on ultras. It had to come in, I would have thought, this time round. But he's already got almost a 9-second lead. They're going to be pushed to catch him. Yes, here he comes in now. Dropped back to third place, dropped back to fifth. But two of those who pass are going to have to pit again. Pit before he comes around to pit again. Aptus out on ultra, Guinness Davison. And someone else that I can't see because I've got my battery details in the way. Whoever's lying last at the moment has got... well, he ain't going to do much. Oh, better pump the tyres again and give them a bit of boost on fuel usage. Right, I think we can safely say that Norris will have to make another stop. I'm going to put him out on ultras on his second run, I think. It'll only be a short run on ultras. Just check there's going to be no rain. No. Looks clear to the end. Lando is now out of... I've never worn his tyres out. Give him one more lap and bring him in. Check where he is on the... oh, yes, I see where he is on the lap. Right, next time round he will pit and we will put him out. Yeah, we'll put him out on one lot of ultras, then see what he needs for his last stint. It might be ultras again. Maybe I'll get away with a double ultra setup. I'm getting ready to watch. I think we pull the trigger about here. Yeah, because he ain't going to get through on those. We know. Look at that. It's too much of a risk there, alright now. Oh, it's going to just about get away with that. And the balanced pit strategy. He's in, done, and away, and we'll have a look at the clerk. Now the clerk wants to do. Oh, the clerk should be alright now. I think he's going to get away. Where's the 18th? We'll give him one more lap, and he'll come in, and he'll get away with just one stop. Yes, he'll do a single stop at the 17th. Pull the trigger here and go again on super softs. 48, 50. No, that's pushing it a bit if we give it a full dose of battery charge. And he's away. Drop back to 19th. Drop back to last. Oh dear. That's not that good. Luckily, as I say, he's only got... Ooh, I'm just seeing what Lando's doing with his tyres. The clerk should be able to pull back a few places now. As should Leclerc come to that. Oh. Yes, Leclerc's made it up to 23rd. He's got a cut through the field now. Oh. Oh. Knock his tyres down. I can't afford to have him eat his tyres out, and he's in a real battle with whoever's last. And we're about to be lapped. Nice set. Well, the clerk's definitely been lapped, so we might as well push his fuel usage up a bit, and there. Now I thought the clerk might have pulled a few places up, but it looks like he's not going to. Especially because things might have to pit again. Norris should have to pit again. But I suppose while the season's come to an end, look at this. Excuse me. Oh, we'll pass someone. Passed them in the pits. As they went to the pits, we didn't. Well, that'll do, it counts. Norris will take over last place when he comes in for his pit stop. In fact, I think with Leclerc, I'm going to... Well, first I'm going to take the auto off there, and we try a little bit of run that manually for about just under half the race. And where is... So he comes round the top end there. We'll give him a boost to the end. Now where's Leclerc? Whoop. That will start, finish straight, he can have a go. That's brought him up a little bit. That's improved him a bit. Oh, and he's overheating his tyres again. Oh, we ain't got Norris's tyres anywhere near hot enough. We'll just knock his back even further. Just to, his tyres have to last. It's the only hope he's got of getting anywhere. Hopefully inside the top 20 is what we're aiming for. Nothing more than that. 14 laps left. I think we might get away with Norris on another set of ultras. This set's about to go. Correction, the set has gone. So we'll just go over to Norris. Give him another lap, I think. Where is... Give him another little burst there. Yeah, you could do another lap. Let's bring him in next time round. Norris, he can but another set. Yeah, 11 laps, 12 laps. He will get away with another set of ultras. If we have to run them down to the rims. Yes, there's no problem there. Everything's fine. Battery. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to charge him right up. There's a good chance that this will go badly wrong and he will break the battery, but he hasn't. No, he's fully charged there, so give him full charge. Normally you wouldn't be doing that anywhere except for the straights. Now we watch Leclerc now. He's got another place up, has he? Will he hold it? I doubt it. Nine laps left. He's 20th place. No one in front of us in range. And it's going to pit. So possibly Angle may just be in range of Leclerc. Oh, but of course, the grassy, who shouldn't be this far down. Oh, Angle, yes, we're past Angle. Oh, Degrassi is taking off like a scalded cat. Let's give Norris another burst, see if we can get off 24th place. That's a chance. His pick isn't very good, so we should get past him. Not a reflection on his real life driving, by the way. We'll leave that build up a bit more. Push the tyres a bit more. Oh, the clerk should do it easily now. It's a bit embarrassing when you get lapped, especially this late in the season. But he's lapped up to 14th. Alright, let's let both of these go. I will burn it all out now. The fuel is power charge is beginning to disappear. We're going to have to go into some power recovery, I think. But we'll do power recovery for now. And same on the clerk. Forget about going for full speed. As you see, it's working. Once he's got charging his battery, he can recover quite a bit of power. Knock them both out. They should be enough now to get us, more than enough to get us through. The clerk up to 19th. Well, I've got one in the top 20 at the moment. Oh, Prince isn't. If Prince gets past him, we'll probably punch her. If he gets past us. Alright, last lap. Clerk's just got his worn tyre warming up. Oops. I think we've pushed everything to the limit on this one. I haven't pushed the fuel to the limit, but there. And they're not happy. 19th and 21st, well, could have been better. But we will be up there. Possibly not next season, but we're getting close, I think, the season after. What's our first season in Formula E? Done better than expected, to be honest. I thought we might have a struggle to stay up, but managed to get through that okay. What I mustn't do now is make mistakes in wasting money before next season. Yeah. Demoted. Yeah, they won't learn, will they? We're in top 10, that's it. Oh, top 10 schools, I meant. We have got 12th and 16th in the total race, but there's still a load who haven't scored. Nobody from Neil, and that's actually fairly true to life. They had not a good team, not doing very well. Dragon does better than this, but there's quite a few of them who hasn't scored down there. And actually, this is about a year ahead because next season will be 24 cars on the grid. They're bringing in an extra team. A little bit extra news for you. Yeah, we're seventh there, that's not bad. Let's see if nothing there about us. Not sure if that's good or bad. It's actually quite bad because the more the fans are talking about it, the more chance there is it's been good for the marketing side. Well, we just run through to get close to setting up next year's car, and then we spend next week setting the car up for the new season. Yes, one without a race. What do we got here? Oh, Mark Bilty's gone down. Teammate morale up. Teammate morale up. Mark Bilty down. That's not good. Drop there, but he's actually improving all the time. But I think he's almost at maximum ability now. So they're close to the same weight. But we're banked another million. So by the time we've got next season ready, we should be okay. I think we get our funding fairly early on. prize fund, and that's where we're stopped for this one. I'm not worried about the rest of them. Oh, let's see. Who won? World champion or apt? Yeah, so he's a good driver. Oldie Sports, good team. Alan Dish is a name to conjure with. So he was a sports car driver mainly. And the team championship, this is Emerson and Briscoe. But a nutcase. He's the one who was leading by a mile in this last race before he'd have his first pit stop. But look at that, 481 points. Oh, prize money, 31 million. Oh, we could do with some of that. If they could just give us 30 odd million. No, for finishing down where we're finished, we ain't going to get that. Well, second worst car in the grid. Drivers third worst. Headquarters is second worst. That will be improving a bit this year. Staff are some of the best. Sponsors fourth worst. Pit crew the best. Let's see what they've got to say about us here. I'm not worried about that. Don't worry about it. Don't give interviews. Pit crew. But that's alright. Mistake for us. All we really care about. Nothing there. Oh, forgot I'd give Lando a contract. So we will re-sign Lando for next season. Yeah, we got him. And who else we got? Just him, and we've done him. And we're just, as it's a close season now, we will look to see who's best on all of these. See if there's anybody here who's any good. We don't want him. Don't want him. He could be good. And leave the rest of them alone. Remove the tired ones, but it doesn't make much difference because even the tired ones can go back in again now. You can go in for there. Just trying to get us first on there. Someone who's 70. 24 are tires, and these tires only there. Oh, this one to do. Now we want a 2020 we got. Oh, talk the devil. First best, that'll do. That's the pit crew for the first race. Already sorted. Alright, let's see what else we've got here then. HQ. We will be wanting to upgrade some things. We've got 13 million spare. I can't remember what the... that's not what I want. I might be in standings. Here we are. That's current rules. We can't... Oh, I can't see what's coming next season. Show next year's rules. Here we are. Endurance, just tyres. Right, it's just going to be tyres changed, so we haven't got to worry about that. I'm going to upgrade stuff in here. Nothing on Epic there. Gearbox. How much would gearbox cost? Handling telemetric center. Right, we're going to upgrade the gearbox stuff for next season. That's it. Won't do anything else at the moment. Any new buildings there? Wind tunnel and simulator. Well, I'm not worried about either of those. That's front wing. Yeah, we could do both of those, but we're not going to. And that's rear wing. You need to improve both of those, but that won't be yet. But we just do the telemetric center. That's going to allow us to improve the gearbox up to legendary standard. I can't afford to do anything else here, so tough. Just check through what we've got. Drivers. He's got no 13, he's got no 25, no, he's got 25. Staff. 25, 25, 20. Oh, that's fine. Don't have to change any of those next season at all. No, is there any new drivers out there yet? I will need to be scouting these, as many drivers as I can. And oh, we had designed a new part of the engine. Ooh, will we get that before this? We should just about get that, I think. We're going to leave one alone there, let those carry on with what they're doing. Nothing else much we can do there. Right. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Prize money. Oh, we've got prize money. After this, after the next day, we will finish. How much we've got? 23 million. That's not too bad. Gives us 28 million. Manager of the season. Ah, look at that. I'm manager of the season. Well, I think it would have gone to one of our drivers. New rules, well, that doesn't really, not going to make too much difference. Team McCurry for Neil. I'm not surprised Neil's gone. They were particularly bad. And we should have our gearbox. It's just, yes, we have our new engine has been built. Now, what I will do is see if we can get anything done on that at all. Take everything out and put it all on there. Something like that. We won't get it, but that will just show willing. And I think with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like this show, please consider leaving a like. Any comments, questions? Oh, if you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. I do like the look of that. Feel free to subscribe. Always happy of new members. And oh, you look with. You don't look so bad there. We're about average. That's average. I think. No, that's average. That's where we are. No, that's average. We're above average on suspension. And we're around average on everything else. Well, that's not so bad. We can improve on that. Tire wear needs to be improved. No doubt about it. Right. Any comments, questions, queries, feel free to submit them in the comments section. I read everyone. I will try and reply to everyone. I think with that, it's me and saying until next week, and we hit on next race 98 days. We hit the building of the new car phase. Cheerio for now. Cheerio.